So the functionality of Leaflet is actually pretty greatly expanded by all the plugins that are available. We don't really have time to go over all of them, but I just wanted to demonstrate some of the really useful ones. So in this example, we are looking at using the Leaflet Choropleth plugin, which allows you to create Choropleth maps with legends similar to how you would do it like in ArcGIS. So this is the GitHub page for that plugin. Again, it's linked to the Leaflet plugins page. So again, it allows you basically to display using collars, some type of classification method, and you can also add a legend. So this is an example using that Choropleth plugin to map the percent forest cover. And again, we have a pop-up there. Okay, so I just wanted to show you a couple quick notes on this just to see how it was implemented. All right, so here in the head part, I've loaded in packages that I need. So Leaflet, jQuery, Leaflet providers, again, that's for adding in base maps. Ajax, again, that's for loading in the GeoJSON. And then we have this new Choropleth.js, which is for implementing the Choropleth plugin. And then we have Bootstrap link there, and then the Leaflet styles. And then my styles as a separate style sheet there. Okay, so then inside the styles tag, I specified some styles for the legend. So the legend for the Choropleth map is basically built using an unordered list and list elements. So specifying all the styling for that there. A couple of important notes. So we have this display as an inline block, so it's making the list display basically horizontally as opposed to vertically. And then we've got the lowest value floating to the left and the largest floating to the right, these collar bins. So you're basically using some basic CSS to format the legend there. Okay, and then we get into the script tag. So again, define our variables that we need. The map is actually generated inside of this document.ready, which again makes the entire page load before anything's done. Here we're pulling in the base maps and then listing out the base maps. Here I'm using getJSON to pull in a GeoJSON layer, and then I'm using this Choropleth layer, the Choropleth function provided by this, or I guess method provided by this plugin to specify the symbology. So I pick a value that I want to use for the collars. These are the different collars. This is the number of steps, so your number of collars should match the number of steps. The mode here is set to Q, so basically it's using the quantile method, and then this is a style for the outline. So it's like a gray collar, width of 2, it's almost opaque but slightly transparent, and then the fill is at 80% opacity. And then we have this on each feature argument, and that's linked to a pop p4 function, so that's a function for defining the pop-up. And then we add that layer to the map. So it's similar to what we did in the first example, but now instead of defining our collars using like if-else statements, we're using this plugin, this Choropleth plugin, to create a Choropleth map and using the quantile method. And then this sets up the layer controls, and then the legend, and then this adds the legend to the map there, and then we add our layer controls to the map. So that's how we get our legend and our layer controls. And then this is just building out the page. Here's the function for the pop-up, right? So it accepts a JSON object and a layer, and then we pull out the attribute information, write the attributes we want to variables, and then set some options, and we define our pop-up. So basically we're doing a paragraph, we're bolding the county name, hyphen in the bolding for the percent forest, and then percent forest following it, and then it'll be displayed with the options we provided. Okay, so the main difference here is really this. So it's this using this Choropleth operation to or method to display the data as opposed to our if-else statements like we did in the prior example.